In UAAP Women's Volleyball, LaSalle stunned Ateneo once more this season to draw first blood in the finals. Question is, how did the Lady Spikers do it? Volleyball analyst Alexa Micek now joins us live to analyze LaSalle's Game 1 victory on the breakdown. Good evening, Alexa.
Good evening. Yeah, Ateneo came out actually very strong in each set. They were up by 5 points in the first set, by 3 points in the second set, and then in the third set, they were still up by 4 points. However, LaSalle, by the second technical timeout of each set, was able to take the lead and give Ateneo a run for their money, take it in 3 sets.
Okay, you are going to look at attack percentage, set distribution, as well as blocks. So let's check the graphic for attack percentage and then explain what we're looking at here.
All right. So we have attack percentage up right here on the screen. Attack percentage is a hitter's kills minus their errors over the total attempts of their swings. A good goal for an outside hitter is 225. Now this is based on an international study done for high-level collegiate teams in the States and abroad. And so that's where the 225 number came from. Now, Ateneo hit a 161, which is well below the threshold of success that an open hitter, which is an OH, would need to be successful in a match. LaSalle was able to hit a 244, which is well above the threshold of success. So they blew Ateneo out of the water in terms of the strengths of their hitters. Aragalang specifically hit very well. She led her team with a great number of kills and a low number of errors, which is why she was able to be so effective. We can move on to the middle blockers and the opposites. They're typically grouped together instead of with the outside hitters because they swing off of typically a better set. So when the setter gets a good pass, she's able to give the ball to the middle blocker and the opposite opposed to the outside hitter. So a good goal for a middle blocker and an opposite is a little bit higher than an outside. It's actually 275. And Ateneo hit just under that at 257, whereas LaSalle was able to hit way above the threshold of success at 378. So offensively, De La Salle was above the threshold of success statistically, and they were able to completely dominate, actually, Ateneo.
And who gets credit with the middle blocker and the opposite hitter for LaSalle?
That would be Kim Fajardo, their setter. She was able to distribute the ball very, very well. If we can move on to the next graphic, we can see the setting distribution. Yes, Kim Fajardo gave the ball 50% to her open hitters and 50% to her middle blockers and opposites, giving each of her offensive options really great opportunities to score a point. Whereas Gia Murata had a little tougher time. She gave the majority of the balls to her open hitters, Eliza Valdez and Joe Maraginat, whereas her opposites and middle blockers only received 38% of the sets. This will directly correlate to the amount of blocks between Ateneo and LaSalle. If we can go to the next graphic, we can see there that LaSalle had 13 blocks because they knew that the majority of the sets were going to the outside. So they were able to really key in on them very early, whereas Ateneo only had 2 blocks for the entire match, and that's because Kim Fajardo did an amazing job of distributing the ball, and Ateneo's block was not able to cheat in any way. They really had to wait to see where the set was going, and that was much tougher for Ateneo.